Have you ever had a person in your life whose worth and importance to you could never be expressed or measured? Well, I have such a person in my life, and her name is Florence Olofson, my grandma, and she just had a birthday. And it is her life and her story with which I would like to share with you today. So please join with me as we embark upon a journey and a celebration that is now over 100 years in the making. You know how some stories you read or see in the movies these days begin with the line, "Long ago, in a land far away"? Well, the story of Florence Olofson is one of those stories, except in her case, long ago more specifically means 100 years ago, and a land far away refers to a small town in Saskatchewan called Young. Florence Victoria was born during a good old Saskatchewan snowstorm on March 12, 1913. She was the fourth child born to parents Adolf and Helga Soderberg, and two sisters would later arrive in 1914 and 1917. Florence has fond memories of her childhood years, playing with her two older brothers Ted and Art, and her three sisters Svea, Violet, and Vivian. They all attended school in Young, either walking there or riding by horse and buggy. Their parents were farmers, and all the children helped out as they were able with chores. Despite all the work that needed to be done around the farm, there was always time for fun, which included Sunday visits with other families and many country dances. After growing up, Florence went to the big city of Saskatoon to work, and it was there at a dance that she met her future husband, Egan Olofson. They were married in December 1940 and continued to live in Saskatoon until Egan was drafted into the Canadian Army. He was training in Calgary when daughter Diane was born in January 1944. Florence and Diane returned to Young to stay with her parents when Egan was shipped to Bermuda during the war. When the war ended, the family moved to Lethbridge, Alberta because carpenters were needed there. Egan and Florence enjoyed their life in Lethbridge and the many visits they had with family and friends over the years. Many of you will remember their warm hospitality on many occasions. Diane and Craig came from Vancouver as often as they could, and of course, later visits with grandchildren Krista and myself were very special. Florence continued to live in their family home in Lethbridge following Egan's death in 1979, but in 1985, Diane convinced her to move to North Vancouver. She resided in an apartment until she was 90, and then Craig and Diane persuaded her to move in with them. Florence is so happy that she has lived long enough to have been able to attend the weddings of her grandchildren, Krista and Corbin, and myself and Aaron. And she is thrilled beyond words to have been here for the births of her darling great-granddaughters, Taylor, Alicia, Savannah, and Macy. During Florence's lifetime, a duration spanning over 100 years now, she has witnessed Canada and the world change in many ways. To put it modestly, a lot has happened in the last 100 years. Consider for a moment that Florence was born at a time when horse-drawn carriages were the normal means of transportation and electricity was only available in a few places. The telephone was still a novelty and air travel was still only something written about in science fiction novels. She's witnessed changes in technology and advancements in medicine. Humanity has changed a lot over the last century, and Florence has been there to witness it all firsthand. As we all know, birthdays are often a good time to reflect upon one's life. But when celebrating one's 100th birthday, this reflection becomes something extraordinary, especially considering that only a handful of people have also been able to reach this same milestone. Did you know that Florence's achievement of reaching 100 is shared by only 0.06% of the population? I'm not great with statistics, but I'm pretty sure that's a big deal. Despite this achievement, despite her age, and despite all the change that she has witnessed over the years, one constant has remained in Florence's life: her love of family and friends. And with this in mind, at this time, I would like for everybody to join with me in saluting a woman, a sister, a mother, a grandmother, and now a great-grandmother, in celebrating her birthday. Congratulations, Grandma. Now 100 years and counting.
May the good Lord be with you,